Rokid lied to all of us. Now, before I get into all of the drama behind this, the response from the community, Rokid's weird response to that, and how they could have just cost their entire company. But first, if you enjoy me making this video to keep you up to date on all of the latest updates on these glasses, instead of just spreading hype so I can make a quick commission, I'm not going to do that. All I ask is that you subscribe so you can see more of the truth behind all the tech that you love the most. So if you weren't aware, the Rokid glasses are AI glasses that do everything the Ray-Ban Meta can't. They have all those AI features and a camera that can shoot horizontal and vertical, plus translation in 89 languages, offline translation, and most importantly, an in-lens display that lets you do a countless amount of things. If you want to know all those, you can check out my other video on that. But the point is, they've built up a lot of hype. Tons of news outlets have been covering this, and they've raised more than $1.5 million now, but they left out a critical detail for everyone investing. It turns out the Rokid glasses have a subscription. That's right, after you pay $480, you have to pay every month to use them. Now, I've watched every single video on Rokid's channel about the glasses prior to making my own video. Not a single one mentioned that there was a subscription. The trailer didn't mention there was a subscription. I read through the entire Kickstarter page, which they have since updated, did not mention they have a subscription. I even went back just now and hit Control F on both their website product page for the glasses and their Kickstarter page, and at Control F, which is basically a word search on the entire page, for the word subscription, 0 results on both pages, and even words like credits, still 0 results on both pages. I did end up finding it in my research somewhere, but I went back to try to show where it says there's a subscription on any of their main pages, and I can't find it anymore. It's that hidden. The community was not happy about this. Which brings me to the first real place you can actually find evidence that there is a subscription. And that is the comments on the Kickstarter page. 272 mentions of the word subscription, and they are all furious. How could they advertise this product so heavily and make it so incredibly difficult for anyone to know that it has a subscription fee until after they've already backed it? That should not be possible. On top of that, they don't even know how much they're going to charge for the subscription service. And if you're wondering, I did find a mention of the fact that it is a subscription on their main Kickstarter page. Right here, if you go to rewards and you go to 3 million, you'll see a ChatGPT symbol with the words $99 value next to it. Yeah, that's the only thing I could find showing that there's a subscription on their main page, which, by the way, is like 100 pages long. They released 2 updates, the first on September 3rd, just 4 days ago, titled, "I promise to you subscription details and your founder's rewards. We found your passion and insightful questions have been incredible. We want to address the topic of our AI subscription with complete transparency. This isn't an explanation, this is our promise. Promise number 1, the core experience will always be free. The essential offline functions of your Rokid glasses will be yours to use forever. This is a promise to you." And if you wanted to know, in this first update, here's what they listed will always be free. Photo and video capturing. Well, that's good. I'm glad they're not charging for that. Audio recording. Voice interaction and control. Local content viewing like the teleprompter. Display notifications from your phone like text messages. Cue music play, so starting the music. Answering a call. Offline translation, and etc. I don't know why there's an etc. at the end of that bullet point, but that's what their first update lists. And don't worry, they get deeper in the next one, which I'll tell you about in a second. The funny thing about this transparency email, I'm not even done with the promises yet, is that they just listed what you get for free so far. They still didn't list what you get from paying or how much it will cost, which is the #1 asked question on all of their forums. Promise number 2, every single backer gets 3 months of the subscription service for free to use the advanced AI features, beginning after you activate your glasses. Promise number 3, and this one gets worse in the next post, which I'm about to show you, our community mission to unlock the $99 Founders AI Pack. This is something that they added after I made that initial video, and it's that little ChatGPT symbol with the $99 value thing. Basically, they said, hey, we understand you're mad about the subscription, but if you advertise our product and double the amount of money we've raised to 3 million, then everyone gets $99 of free AI credits, which you can use after your 3-month trial ends. And further estimates in comments that I previously read say that the $99 will probably last about a year. Sounds okay for now, but it's gonna get worse. Then they put, why a subscription for advanced AI? Which is the question all of us are asking. Basically, they said a sustainable future. In other words, so they remain highly profitable to invest further into their ecosystem. Now let's look at transparency update number 2, posted 1 day later on September 4th, 2025, 3 days ago. I should also mention that they sent these out as emails to backers as well. So they didn't have to come all the way to the Kickstarter and go to the updates page just to find these. They check their email every day, they also would have seen it. This is a core problem that I have, which I'll mention later. All they're doing in being more transparent is making it a little bit more readily available to let people who've already invested know that there's going to be a subscription. And they're not doing that at all for people who haven't invested yet, which to me is the reason that they're in this mess in the first place. But we're just going to continue. I'll talk more about that later. So they posted a day later and said, "We've carefully read every comment since our last update yesterday. Your feedback was clear. You deserve more clarity." It gets worse. Our goal today is to address your concerns with the complete transparency you deserve after you've already invested your money, not before. Number one, our pricing philosophy. Fair, usage-based, and affordable. Many of you asked the subscription cost. Here's our detailed approach. And then in these next 3 steps, they outline that they still don't have an answer for the subscription cost, just to their approach to the cost they still haven't announced yet. Number one, why usage-based? This is clearly a question asked by people who were able to dig deep enough into the forums and comments to find somewhere that it mentions that it's usage-based. Basically, they're saying it's fair for everyone because you get charged based on what you use. Second, they have a price commitment, which they say is highly competitive because it will be more affordable than ChatGPT Premium, which is $20 a month. I would hope they're charging less than ChatGPT Premium. They're providing a lot bigger of a service to a lot more people. So $20 a month for ChatGPT Premium would actually be worth it. And then number 3, this makes me so mad. And remember, this is bold. And remember your founders benefit. Remember about that? Did you forget? With the free 3 months of unlimited access and the $99 Founders AI Pack will unlock at 3 million, most of you will enjoy nearly a full year of AI services without paying any extra fees. Remember, we're giving you 3 months for free and we will unlock a full year because we're getting to 3 million. That's not a question of if we get to 3 million, we're getting there. We're gonna market this more and not tell people this is a subscription until after they backed it, so that the people that backed it first, who weren't told that there was a subscription, get a free subscription for a year. You see the problem with this? Number 2, this is actually really informational. The definitive feature list, clarifying free versus advanced. Finally, some actual clarity that we asked for. So here's what's free forever, the core and offline functions. Photo and video capturing, audio recording, music playback control, phone call answering, notifications display, voice interaction and control, local content viewing like the teleprompter, and offline translation. Currently, the offline translation, so you'll get this translation for free and you won't even need internet connection, which is great, supports Chinese, English, Japanese, French, and German. We will add more languages based on community feedback, which I'll get to later. You can actually find even more info about what they're including on these glasses if you're a part of their internal Facebook group, which I'm a part of, which I'll tell you about later in this video. So what about the advanced AI subscription? What does that actually get you to pay an unknown amount that we still don't know yet? But it will be less than what the biggest AI company in the world charges you per month. That's good. Advanced online translation in 89 total languages with higher accuracy via cloud AI, AI-powered Q&A and image search, so like the look and ask feature, cloud processing for complex queries, no one knows what that means, and meeting transcription and summarization for you business professionals. Next, we have a special note on AR navigation. It's just Google Maps. People were wondering, is that free or not? Do I have to pay just for my glasses to tell me which way to go? We saw that our biggest point of confusion was the Maps feature. Let's clear this up completely. Bold claim. Basic navigation will be free. Advanced AR navigation will be part of the subscription. Glad they cleared that up completely, because everyone knows what the difference between basic and advanced navigation is, right? We are currently engaged in in-depth technical development and business discussions with Google, basically to finalize all this. We will release a complete and detailed breakdown of what is free and what costs money. It just seems like they're digging themselves farther into a hole here. By early October. That's a long time to wait. Number 4, this one's just cool. For our developer community, an SDK will launch and some more clarity on the AI service. First, the Rokid Glasses SDK is live. If you don't know what an SDK is, it's basically a developer toolkit that allows you to develop on the glasses. You can't do that if you don't have an SDK. It literally stands for Software Development Kit. Basically, any developer can go and create new apps or agents and even call third-party APIs, basically meaning using other services that aren't in the glasses originally, paving the way for a rich ecosystem of community-driven features. Honestly, if they didn't collapse their entire feature sales and growth, this could be really exciting. I realize I'm saying it like they just ruined everything, but they can still save it, which I'll get to at the end of this video. Second, a note on using your ChatGPT Plus subscription. Basically, a ton of people have been commenting, hey, I already pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. The AI in these glasses is through ChatGPT. Can I just use the subscription and all the credits I get there in the glasses? They did a long-winded paragraph-long answer to say no, you can't. It is your critical feedback that shapes Rokid into a platform we can all be proud of. Maybe. We'll get there. And then below that it says, we'd like to invite you to join our private Facebook VIP group. You bet I did. Here we can find a plethora of posts from both Rokid and community members about what features they want to be free. And this random post saying that I'm in the top 5 of people who referred people to the glasses. Pretty sure I'd be number 1 if I had actually included that link when I made the video and not after the video already stopped getting views. But the biggest request from people was to include Spanish in that list of offline translation and a couple other languages. And Rokid responds, they're developing Spanish, Korean, Arabic, and Portuguese. They're going to include all those in the offline languages. So if you didn't like the original offline languages, there's some more. There's also a guy that requested Italian, but they didn't respond to him. And then we have more posts saying how concerned people are about the subscription because this guy makes a really good argument. Basic AI functions and AI translation are all available for free already on your phone. So why should we have to pay for them? And guys, this just brings me to like a much bigger point in all of this, which is the two biggest problems that Rokid caused here. First being lack of transparency, and the second being why do they need a subscription? So number 1, transparency. I showed you at the beginning of this video how incredibly hard it is to find out that they have a subscription. Almost impossible until you've already invested money in them. They hide it. And it's great that they're transparent now, sending out emails to all the people who have already backed it. But they're not the only people who need to know. The people who are considering investing need to know that. And you need to know your subscription price. What is so hard about giving an estimate? Maybe they're afraid of the backlash when they actually give it. But number 2, why do they need a subscription at all? If you think about all of the biggest players in this industry, they play the game way more smart. And this is my recommendation to Rokid. Instead of having to go back, reinsert all of this transparency stuff into everything and try to fix all the damage you've already done, you can fix all of it. You've already raised $1.7 million. Why do you need more? And yes, I know in that one post you said it's to have a sustainable future of profitability, to reinvest in the company. But if you lose trust from all the people who invested, you're not gonna have a company to reinvest in. Honestly, the Rokid glasses seemed like the perfect glasses until all this controversy came out. And honestly, I'm gonna be really optimistic here. I think they can be the perfect glasses. All they have to do is just cancel this subscription stuff. It's BS. Nobody wants it. They are cutting their future growth exponentially by doing this. Every enormous big boy company knows if you want to grow really fast, you have to be willing to take losses to grow faster, like Meta did with the Quest 3, in order to drastically expand your ecosystem, make it so developers actually come and make apps for your glasses, make it so more and more people buy them because, like I said, then they would actually be the perfect glasses. And then if your product is good, it is going to grow so much more than if you go forward with this subscription BS. I'm telling you, you can fix all of this PR stuff right now, immediately. I would rather pay $800 for Meta's Hypernovas without a subscription than pay $500 for a pair of glasses that isn't telling me how much the subscription is gonna cost, only that it's gonna be less than the biggest AI company in the world charges for their subscription. If you think this is outrageous, put it in the comments. Not only to us, but themselves. You can grow this product way, way bigger than you already have. All you have to do is take a step back and focus on that growth rather than making extra money. I myself could have made way more money instead of growing this channel how much I have in the last couple months. Because it's not about money. It's about being a changing force in the industry you're in. About forcing other people to make better products, better content, because you're stepping up and not letting mediocre stuff be the norm. And if you want to do that, please, Rokid, just get rid of the subscription. Your sales will be substantially higher. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Rokid just forfeit the smart glasses race by making this decision? Is it fixable? How much more likely are you to pre-order these glasses if there's no subscription? Or stay pre-ordered if there isn't? Please write down all of your true thoughts about this in the comments below because they need to see it. Watching a video like this and supporting it shows these big companies that they can't get away with stuff like this. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me at all, you can sign up for a SoFi account down in the description and you can get up to $325 for free if you do that, just as a thank you for making this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.